Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Accounting Nightmare. Welcome Duct Tape, good to see ya. Alright, little change of plans today. So originally I was going to start the Four Lords Trial series, Questline series, but I hit level 70 with Gunbreaker last night. And I don't have access to the fun ability yet. Continuation. I have to do the class quests to unlock it, so... We're going to do a little class stream today. We're going to do Dark Knight and Gunbreaker. A little tanking quest stream. I still haven't decided which of these two classes I'm going to play into Shadowbringers, so I would like to get them fully up to date with their abilities. Also, I could even start playing them in the post-Stormblood quests if I wanted. Yeah, Gunbreaker. I dinged 70, but I don't have Bang 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 yet. Continuation. So we'll do some quests. Which, it will be kind of weird because Gunbreaker is a Shadowbringers class, so technically we'll be doing some Shadowbringers content. I don't care though. Not a big deal. But we'll start off with Dark Knight. Right, Dark Knight. It's over in Foundation. The Dark Knight quests so far have been really good. I'm interested to see how these quests are gonna go. Let's just go over what happened last time with Dark Knight. War. Again, Bard. Oh yeah, I haven't done Bard yet. I'm going to leave Bard for a little bit. I do want to do more Bard because I love the Heavenswood Bard quests. They were very cute. But I'll do those next time I do class quests. Ninja, Dark Knight. Alright, so the Dark Knight story, it was interesting because the two chapters of it were very different. The level 30 through 50 quests were very grim. It was about us learning from a mentor how to be a Dark Knight. A mentor who named themselves Frey, but it turned out they were actually our inner darkness. And we had to fight them for control. What were they named? They had a specific name. Nah, I've forgotten what their name was. But yeah, we had to fight ourselves. So Frey, we never actually knew Frey. We got the crystal and his sword, but we never knew him. And then in the 50 through 60 quest, we met his friend, Sidurgu, a Dark Knight who is very edgy. And he was protecting a young woman named Riel. There were Temple Knights trying to kill her because they're convinced she's some sort of abomination. So Sidurgu was protecting her. Sidurgu was also kind of wrapped up in getting revenge because his own parents were murdered just because he's an aura, so they looked slightly like dragons. So when they first came to Ishgard, yeah, his parents were murdered by Temple Knights. It was really sad. So he was protecting her, but also getting revenge. And we had to teach him the power of love. Well, Moogles did. We had a Moogle musical, which was one of the funniest and best things I've ever seen. It was great. Yeah, we found out the person after Riel was actually her mother. Because her father turned out to be a heretic, so she actually has a bit of dragon blood in her. Because her father drank dragon blood and turned into a dragon before she... he must have been drinking dragon blood before she was conceived. And so the mother made it her personal mission to disown Riel and kill her. To try and win favour back. Stride, yeah, that was her name. But we defeated her and we killed her. So now Riel is free of that, and her and Sidurgu are kind of each other's family. Riel is... Sidergu's either her kind of an older brother figure or a father figure to her. They're a cute little family. Yeah, so I'm interested to see where the 60 through 70 quests go. If it's going to be more about Sidergu, or more about her inner darkness, or both, or something else. We shall find out. In brightest day, in blackest night, Dark Knights have an obligation to dye all their gear black and meet a spike quota. Yes! Actually, I'm using this sword at the moment, which is quite nice. It glows red. Very pretty. Also, welcome, Walken. How are ya? Yeah. Go over to the inn, the tavern, where they hang out. Ba-ba-bum. For the first time in a long time, I'm not afraid to think of the future. And when I do, I find myself excited, perhaps. I don't expect it'll be easy, but that's alright. I've got Sid. Aww. Level 60. In memories we walked. Sidergu is looking grim and dark as ever. Ah, Melchan, fellow master of the dark arts. And yet that is but one of the many faces you wear. Slayer of gods, rider of dragons, saviour of Ishgard, a hero by any measure, who stood against Nidhogg on the steps of faith when others fled. A hero who walks in light and fights for great causes, and a knight who walks in darkness and fights for the forgotten. Contradiction, some might say. And stealer of pants, yes! Rubbish, I say, but you tell me, do you yet walk the path? So long as innocents suffer, I will not forsake the abyss. If I must forsake the abyss to serve the light, then so be it. I play Dark Knight because it's fun. Save innocence. I thought not. Then let us speak as comrades. Ishgard has seen much change in recent days, and many proclaim it to be the dawning of a new era of peace and prosperity, an enlightened age. Yet as we both know, the brighter the light, the deeper the shadows. As Dark Knights, we must remain vigilant for injustice, and be ever ready to defend the weak and downtrodden, now more than ever. It has been a while since we patrolled the streets of our fair city, felt the cobbles beneath our boots and so forth. A tour from the top might be in order. Why don't we start at the Last Vigil? Okay. Hey Blazing, hey Mia. Stealer of Pants is the most important title. Dark Knights will never know what fun is. Welcome, Sword Prophet. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I've had a good day, thank you. How are you? If you ask me, it's just an excuse to spend time together. Fine with me. I should be glad if there is no call for us to draw our swords this day, but do not doubt that there are still evil men in this city. In any event, we shall join you at the Last Vigil anon. I forget where the Last Vigil is. Oh, right, yep. Over near the manor. I've missed this place. Really loved Ishgard. I mean, Stormblood has been great. I love Stormblood as well. But yeah, Heavenswood was just so good. Gonna find some corrupt temple knight or something. As you look on Fortomp's manor, you but reflect upon your time in Ishgard, the comrades with whom you travelled, and those lost along the way. You seem distracted. Ah, right. You were a ward of House Fortomp. Once upon a time, no longer. I still think of myself as part of the family. That's kind of weird. Once upon a time, I guess? No, I suppose not. Huh? Damnedest thing, but I swear I heard something in your pack break. Huh? Bloody hells! Is that your soul crystal? What happened to the other half? I'm not living with them anymore. I suppose that's true. Yeah, I guess I'm not a ward. I'm part of the family, though. This is probably fine. This is what soul crystals do. Forgive me. It seems I'm the one responsible. Huh? I do not know you, boy. Name yourself. Mist, my lord. I'm no lord, and you're no mist. Don't think I wouldn't know a bastard of the broom by sight. I have a power which I can use to help those in need. Alas, this power requires a tremendous quantity of aether. I thought to draw on natural sources nearby, but in so doing, I stole a portion of that contained within your crystal. Forgive me. Please forgive me. I will return it to you, I promise. But I must first ask that you allow me to use a portion. Is that safe? Mist, was it? Who do you want to help? Anyone. Everyone. Look around you. Is not this world filled with sadness and despair? If I can free but a single person from their burdens. He means well enough. Why don't we help him find someone in need and give him a chance to use his power? Oh, bloody brilliant. Let's believe the mysterious boy with a mysterious power who mysteriously stole a portion of Melchen's soul crystal. What could possibly go wrong? I like Sidurgu. Well, it's your crystal, Melchan. Either we deal with the boy here and now, or we go along with his plan. And since you're not reaching for your sword, I gather it's the latter. Deal with the boy? No, we're not going to kill him. What the frick? Congratulations, boy. You get your wish. We're not like to find any poor, unfortunate souls here. So I suggest we head to Foundation. And if we find no one suitable there, you are to return what you stole at once. Understood? Yes, my lord. Thank you for placing your trust in me. Search Foundation for people in distress. Alright. Sounds like we're looking for trouble. Mist is a name given to bastard children living in the broom. Oh, okay. Kind of like Snow in Game of Thrones. Oh, yep. Kind of like Haurchefont's last name was Greystone. Yeah, Sid, he's a boy. You can't just kill a child. Come on. Go on, Sid. Oh, up there. Okay. Coin in the coffer, me lady. Until you pay what's owed, you'll get naught more from me and me boys. You have my assurances that the remaining funds will be delivered soon. Surely that is enough to convince you to resume work? I've got a score of clients clamouring for me services. Clients willing to pay in full, in advance. I'd be a fool to put you ahead of them. I understand that, I do, but it has been an eternity since we first brokered this arrangement, and many of the clients of whom you speak have come to you but recently. I know this to be true. It's one thing to aid the Scholasticate, milady, but you've got to understand me position here. Bloody politics it is. No man lifts a chisel till we're paid in full. I'm sorry, but that's the way it's got to be. A blessed morrow to you. Oh, I beg your pardon. I did not notice you standing there. As you may have overheard, I'm funding the restoration of the statue of Saint Valeriant. And as you may have guessed, it is not going well, on account of my insufficient funds, and my family's growing infamy. My cousin was Sir Ignace de Visnate of the Heavens Ward. Ugh. I guess Greystone is the noble version, yeah. He served the Archbishop faithfully, together with his sworn brothers. Great, goodly men who were complicit in terrible crimes, if Sir Emmerich and this warrior of light are to be believed. Ignace was distraught when he learned the statue had been destroyed by the Dravanians. He took it upon himself to champion its restoration. But because of these tales, others are reluctant to involve themselves. I do not know nor care if Sir Emmerich speaks the truth. Ignace was my cousin, and a man of the Fury, and I will honour him by completing his legacy. Or so I once believed. Perhaps it is indeed beyond me. Forgive me, cousin. I tried. That bloody warrior of light, spreading stories. We found someone, didn't we? I knew it. I knew we would. I can help her. Yes. Yes, I will make it right. I have the power. Come, let us not keep this poor woman waiting. What are you gonna do? Is this she? The one you would have me help? Is this child a friend of yours? The way he stares at me is somewhat... Do you wish to see your cousin again? Well, yes. I would love to see Ignace again. More than anything. But I know I will not. He walks in Halone's halls, I'm certain. Think of him. Think of his face and of his smile, of his laugh. Remember every moment you shared, every memory, and hold that image of him in your mind's eye. And then go to a quiet place you shared, where no one will come. Wait for me there. I really don't understand what this is all about, but since you seem so earnest, I will trust in you and do as you ask. There is a garden to the south of the tribunal, of which we were both fond. I pray you'll explain all to me when this is finished. Go with her. I will go to Sidogo and Riel and bring them with me. Then you will all understand what I can do, and why you must help. That's a promise. I don't like the way this is going. Go this way. Oh, so this quest icon keeps confusing me. I'm going to hide that for now. Yeah. That's my anima quest. My scholar anima weapon. Hello. You're for the weaving questline, I think? Yeah. I'm slowly working through those profession quest lines. Brother! Bye. I forget where I got this sword from. It's cool though. High Elegant Guillotine. Maybe from one of the Fractal Continuum dungeons or something? Hi. I think of Ignis every day, but what is this meant to accomplish? Yeah, I'm worried about that. It's from Coils of Bahamut. Oh, okay, nice. I must have kept this glamour around for a while. Ah, your friend has arrived. He has brought companions, I see. No, it cannot be. Ignis? Is it really you? Oh, praise Helone! You're alive! You're alive! My dear cousin, how it warms my heart to see you in good health. I pray you will forgive me for my lengthy absence. Don't be foolish. There is only joy to see you returned. Come, we must go to your father and mother at once. How they will weep at the sight of you. I cannot. Better for them to mourn me as the son who gave his life in service to his archbishop and his home. I have heard that you yet labour to see the statue of Saint Valeriant restored. Know that I am grateful beyond measure. I am undeserving of your praise, cousin. For all my efforts, the statue remains a shattered ruin. But seeing you here, so full of light and life, fills me with renewed conviction. I will see it through, I swear to you. And if you have indeed done the things they say, then perhaps it will earn you a measure of forgiveness. I love you, cousin, now and ever after. Look after my parents, and yourself. She doesn't know that I'm the one who killed him, right? Yeah, I don't think she knows. She was talking about the Warrior of Light in front of me, so I don't think she knows I am the Warrior of Light. I don't know how you did it, but thank you for bringing him back to me. But you must know he is not safe here. I pray you help him to flee the city. She's right. Ishgard is no place for a man of the Heavens Ward. We will sneak him out of the city. The fewer the better. Meet us at Falcon's Nest after. We have much to discuss. What? I'm so confused. I will never forget this kindness. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Okay. We've got a zombie. An evil zombie man. A tank. That's one of the beast tribe things, isn't it? Can't wait to get a tank. It's cute. Oh, it's got cute little worker arms. It's cute. For fear of being seen by the sentries, I bade the others go on ahead. We should hurry. The further they take Ignis from Millie, the weaker he will become. I pray we are not too late. You need to answer some questions, kid. I'm guessing he's a fake created from her memories? Oh, okay, this is probably fine. I don't understand. What happened to him? God damn it. I should have known. In the depths of the abyss, a flame lingers. Forgive me. Forgive me. I should have known the magic would not sustain itself much longer. That which you see before you is Ignis. What remains of him. This is kind of disturbing. I can give the memories form. I can breathe them full of life and return them to their loved ones. But as the memory fades, so too does the magic. Aether, formless and free, that which I took I used to make Ignis, and Millie, whole. Draw your sword, reclaim that which was lost, consume the abyss with Soul Eater. That which was taken shall be restored. Consume the abyss. It is yours. I see. Which one's Soul Eater? Soul Eater, which one? Ah, that one. Eat the soul. It's not really a soul though, is it? Well, it's part of a soul crystal. It is finished. Good. I've had enough of this farce. Conjuring a simulacrum of a bloody knight of the Heavens Ward in the middle of Ishgard? Fury take me, you are a fool. We're lucky to be alive. Your soul crystal is restored then? No. Or not. We had an agreement, boy. You were to return that which you stole. Forgive me. Forgive me. I returned to you that which was used to give Ignis life. But as for the remainder? 4 more times. It is within my power to do this 4 more times. 4 more times and you shall be made whole. You have my word. No! Give it back! For a boy with such an incredible power, you are remarkably helpless. Not only did you rob Melchan of her Aether, you imposed upon her to find your people in need. You want to do good, you want to be a hero, you want to help people. Then why weren't you better prepared? I will never be a hero. I only wanted to help. It is not death itself we fear, but the unfinished story. The promise of what could have been. It is enough to break a heart. And a woman. The shattered pieces of a life will never come together again. But if a glimpse of the loved ones grants them the peace they deserve, then I must. I must. Oh. It is your decision, Melchan. You are the victim. Perhaps some good may come of this. He's got my Aether. Not about to let him out of my sight. I don't think this is right, making, like, fake people. Yeah, I don't think this is right at all. Then you will continue to accompany me? That is a relief. We're not going anywhere, Mist. Even Sid. He may look and act like a chocobo's ass, but he means well. Fine, fine. I'm only trying to put the fear of the gods into the little shite, but by all means, go ahead and undermine my authority. Sid's a great character. They're talking about Frey. Yeah, there might be a bit of Frey here. Anyway, I'd rather not freeze to death while out here in the snow. Let's return to Falcon's Nest and discuss what to do next. Sid tries so hard and gets so far, but in the end it doesn't even matter. I knew you would understand. How could you not? For the most part, I'm happy to go along with Sid's act, but every now and then I have to remind him not to be so grim and dark. Yeah, okay, so earlier when he was talking about, you know, are you gonna... when he was talking about killing the boy, he was just being an edgelord. Just what I needed. Another child to look after. Am I a Dark Knight or a nursemaid? Even I don't know anymore. At times, they are ever-changing, and perhaps we Dark Knights must change with them. Long-held truths are become lies, and villains heroes. Though I should be glad if I never have to deal with another hero again. No offense, of course, but you are the exception that proves the rule. The righteous are all too uncompromising, and woe betide the man who offends their delicate sensibilities. If anything, I say you are too accommodating, but it is your aether and soul crystal at stake. 4 times he swears, but we shall hold him to it, together. In the meantime, you may as well get some rest or attend to some other matters. These two can keep themselves company. Maybe I'll find somewhere to take a nap, or a tavern to have a drink. 63. Yep. We really have to do this 4 more times? We lied to that woman. That's not okay. The widow and her love. Sudoku is handling his new duties with characteristic aplomb. Oh, thank the gods, an adult. Riel has been spending a lot of time with Mist, keeping him company and getting to know him and so forth. Not that there's much to know. He won't talk about his home or his past. Doesn't seem to have any interest or skills beyond conjuring elaborate illusions derived from memories. I've no idea how he does it either. And, more importantly, I'm not even sure how we could take back the aether he stole. We may have no choice but to agree to his terms, unless you're content to carry half a soul crystal. I can hear you whispering, you know. Mist means well, and Melchan and I are willing to help him. Why aren't you? I didn't say I wasn't willing. I'm still here, aren't I? Right then, we've found no one suitable for the boy's needs here. Rather than return to Ishgard, I say we try somewhere new. Let's head to Tailfeather. Not totally sure, but I might have some interesting whispers in my journal too. Oh, okay. Cool. Definitely the level 70 ones. Phew, thank you. Oh, I forgot about checking the journals for these quests. In the wake of the Dragon Song War, Ishgard enjoys a new era of peace and prosperity. An era that you were instrumental in bringing about through deeds great and small. Yet the brighter the light, the deeper the shadows. There is still a need for those willing to disregard norms and laws to serve a higher purpose. A justice for all, at any cost, no matter how steep. This whole, like, Dark Knight vibe, I wish I could take this Dark Knight vibe into Ul'dah, into the Syndicate meeting room. For all your victories, for all your accomplishments, you cannot turn your mind from the failures, from the mistakes and the missteps, and the lives forever extinguished. Aww. For those we have lost. For those we have lost. Aww. If there's anything else interesting here. Okay, nothing particularly different, but I'll keep an eye on it though. Alright, tail feather. Can't be a Dark Knight without being a grimdark edgelord. Instinctual compulsion. Another side effect is you experience urges to listen to Linkin Park. I actually really like Linkin Park. I think Meteora is my favourite album of theirs. It's really good. The height difference between Mist and Sid is so surreal. Yeah, young Elizin is so hilariously short. Like Alphino and Alizé are like that tall, and then fully grown Elizin are just really massive. This place too has seen its share of sadness. A prisoner of the high houses. Interesting. Life here is not easy, but it is fulfilling all the same. That said, the hunters had no personal tales of profound tragedy to share. They did, however, tell me of an outsider recently brought here from Falcon's Nest. A prisoner, actually. A woman named Lodi. She's to atone for her crimes through hard labour, but the proctor has been zealous. He berates her constantly, and every day she bears fresh bruises. Oh, that's not okay. Ah, Ishgardian justice. I know it too well. If this woman is performing various chores for the hunters, then it should not be hard to find her. Come, let us look around. Now, I love just following up on Ishgard and how things are going now. She must be around here somewhere. She's lucky. At least she gets to see the sun. Aww. Yeah, Riel was locked up for a long time, wasn't she? Mm. Some dark journal entries change depending on whether or not you've actually got the job equipped. Really? Ooh. That's cool. No one is undeserving. No one is beyond redemption. This I must believe. Swap to Pew Pew Gunbreaker. No, I don't think this one's changed. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. Pretty sure any Dark Knight playlist will be full of Linkin Park and My Chemical Romance. Your dark playlist is mostly industrial metal. Nice. I'll probably have some Rammstein in mine as well. I like Rammstein. This is the place, isn't it? Insolent child. You are not to speak unless spoken to. Is that clear? Aww. Hey, Steve. Yes, my lord. Pray forgive me my impudence. Do not play me for a fool. Your sins are beyond forgiveness. Sir Emmerich and his noble brethren may think you worthy of mercy, But I have seen your kind before. A swift death is more than you deserve. A swift death is more than that bastard deserves. I can't imagine what she did to deserve that kind of treatment. You know her, Mel-chan? Oh, is she the one from the peace conference? 7 hells! She's the one that led the protest at Falcon's Nest? The one that nearly put an end to the peace conference? And she poisoned you? Well, that explains a lot. Though if you of all people can find it in your heart to forgive her, or at least forsake bloody revenge, then it's hard to look at this and call it justice. Her crimes were born of desperation and despair for the husband she lost. Perhaps if the two of them were to meet again. Hey Blazing Blade, how are ya? But consider dark playlist full of upbeat music. I like that idea. I have seen Dark Knight glamours that are just pink, and I love that. It was more drugged than poisoned. Yeah, I don't think... She didn't try and kill us, I don't think. She just wanted to knock us out so we couldn't stop the protest. It was just a sedative. Don't be foolish. She knows he's dead. You'll only cause her pain. Pain is all that is left to her, don't you see? How they cry in the dark, how they mourn their dead, how it festers and spreads and corrupts them thoroughly. We have seen it. We have made it. Fine, fine. Do what you will. Conjure her husband. Ugh. But do not come crying to me when she curses you for your kindness. I'll not give the hunters cause to turn their bows on us either. Brielle, take Mist into the woods and hide. Mel-chan and I will free the girl. Rather, I will free the girl. She would know you at once, and might misunderstand your intentions. We cannot risk the commotion. As for your part, no one is truly outside Helene's grace, don't you think? Confront the proctor. Make him see the error of his ways. If he is a good man, then he may yet repent of his wicked ways. If he refuses, action music kicks in, and that is his choice to make, and he will have to accept the consequences of his actions. Doubly so if he bears steel, yes? The very sight of you fills me with murderous rage. See to your duties. I must needs cleanse myself of these impure thoughts, through communion with nature. Perhaps a spot of fishing is in order. Now's our chance. You tried doing white dyes on your dark glams for a while to honour your start as a white mage? Ooh. Hard to make that look good though. Aww. One of your tank glams is a stock standard low level normal armour look. The other's just Miko default clothes. Forgot about the impure thoughts. You think it means that? Oh. Probably does. This guy seems like a scumbag. Oh, I probably get to kick his ass now. Who are you? Why do you disturb me? A concerned adventurer who objects to my treatment of a criminal. If only you knew her sins. She should have been thrown into witch drop. Alas, the Lord Speaker, in his boundless wisdom and mercy, demanded that we spare the woman's life. But rest assured, I will see that her every waking moment is filled with misery and scorn. You presume to judge me, a man of the church? I will not be cowed by your threats. The Fury guide and protect me. The Fury guide and protect me. You sense a righteous presence. Oh, where'd you get these knights from? I don't want to fight these knights. They got nothing to do with this. Alright. Fine. Hit you with blood spiller. Oh, he's dead. Was I meant to kill him? Well, he's dead now. I did see there's a really nice white Dark Knight sword you can get. That did make me think of like trying to do like a white glam for it. It's the one from the extreme version of the Sword and Fight. Smithing, I think? Yeah, it looks really good. If I could, sort of. Oh no, that's the gladiator one. Axe. Claymore of the round. Yeah, that one. Yeah, no, that's pretty. Oh, that would suit that kind of look pretty well. I don't know about what armor to use though. Could do a Dante cosplay or Trish. Ooh, those would work. I'm not sure we should be here. It's begun. We can but watch and see what happens. Oh, hi. Also, look out for that level 60 thing there. Just don't attack that and you're fine. Look, we have brought them together. We have made her whole. How she smiles. How her eyes sparkle. How beautiful this happiness. Every night I dream of your face. I could have tried to stop you from going back to the front. Could have begged and screamed and cursed, but I didn't, because I knew you'd listen. And even if you'd forgive me for it one day, I never would. The arrow may have missed my heart, but I've been dead for a long time. All of this is just waiting. That's what I'd tell you, Stace, if I could. And then you'd say, you can't stay stuck in that moment, Lodi. You've got to go on. You've got to forgive yourself. You've got to let me go. Aww. It's so sad. But I won't. I won't. If I do, who'll be left to remember the man you were? The soldier. The husband. I'm the only one who knows. And it's my duty to hold on to that as long as I can. That's what I'd tell him if he were here. But he's not. He'll never come home to me. So please, put an end to this. Whatever this witchcraft is. Oh. Aw. Melchan and Gora? Was this all you're doing? No, it was mine. Forgive me. I thought that I wanted only to... I was wrong. I see that now. You have every right to be upset. It's all right, boy. It is. I appreciate your kindness, even if it was misguided. You too, Melchan. I blamed you for a lot of things. Hated you so much because, I don't know. Because you came back, and Stace didn't, maybe. Because you weren't him. They say the war's over now, but it never ends for people like you, does it? No. There's always something worth fighting for. Everything ends. That will be Sudergu's answer. There's always something worth fighting for. I know what you are. I heard the stories as a child. Of the ones with neither shield nor sigil, champions of the weak and the helpless, undeterred by the law of man or God. I couldn't stop you any more than I could have stopped Stace from walking out the door that day. So, fight, damn you. Fight, if that's what you want. Just don't squander the time in between. There's never enough. Right, I suppose I owe it to him to try and make the most of what I've got left too. So I will. Take care. And thank you. Aww. She's gone. Reclaim your ether, Melchan. So what about the pastor that we killed? Are we gonna... She might get incriminated for that? The proctor's punishments were nothing compared to her own guilt. Forgive me, I was a fool. The abyss is yours, as it has always been. Consume it. I did try to warn the boy. As the aether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the fading abyss, you hear a whisper. I heard a whisper. What was the whisper? Forgive me. Forgive me. In the end, I could not make her whole. So much pain, so much loss. How it fills my heart and overflows. Maybe it is indeed beyond us. Maybe it is not in our nature. You've still got 3 more chances, don't you? There's no need to be so bloody melodramatic. At least not out here. We should go back to Tailfeather. Did a whole month of raiding in Dante cosplay? Nice. The pastor that we killed. Your words did more for her than my illusion. She is still a good person, and so are you. I pray you both remember. Yeah, Eorzea collection is really good for, I find it's good just for seeing what a whole set's going to look like for when I get these random one-off drops as to if I want to keep them or not. It's pretty nice. She knew it was false, yet it still had power over her. Can there be truth in a lie? And perhaps salvation as well? They found comfort in seeing the dead. They had so much to say to them. But I don't know what I could say to her. Your mother? Yeah. Your mother was a, bad person. On to the next, I would say, but Mist looks to be in no state to continue. Which means we'll be staying here for a time, taking in the fresh country air, me and my little ones. For what it's worth, I think that woman is better for what we did. Or at least as good as anyone can be after what she's been through. Does anyone care that we killed that guy? I guess not. The Orphans and the Broken Blade. Tadurgu is about to make a suggestion he will immediately regret. Oh, hang on, I'm just going to check the journal. We heard a whisper. What was it? Don't know yet. Oh, Mo-chan. I imagine you'd like to get back to it, and so would I. Unfortunately, Mist remains inconsolable. His failure with Lodi, such as it was, weighs on his mind. He's afraid of repeating the same mistake with others. And so, for lack of a better idea, I'm thinking it's time to pay another visit to those furry little shites in the churning mists. Yes! What? But why? I can't imagine Mist helping a Moogle. My master used to take me to places like Moghome when the city became too much. The fresh air, the quiet, the isolation. And yes, I have not forgotten how the Moogles helped Riel and me when we were moody and brooding. Though I would argue that we reconciled in spite of their intervention, not because of it. Whatever you say, Sid. Whatever you say. Don't worry. I haven't given up yet. How could I? You wouldn't. More Moogles. We're going to have another musical? I hope so. It's good to see you again, Moggy. I hope you and your friends haven't been getting into too much trouble. Oh, you know Moggy. Trouble follows me wherever I go, Kupo. Where's, Mist? Right then. Water under the bridge. No need for poms to be torn from heads and shoved down throats. Yet. Our Mist is taking in the sights, I believe. Why don't you join him? I don't know why they're so afraid of me. It's not as though I threatened to kill every last one of them and burn their village to cinders. Not recently, at least. The wind in your hair, the sun on your face. Here you can immerse yourself in the beauty and the calm, and forget the horrors. Almost. How far we have come, you and I. The others, they hesitate. But you understand the obligation, the duty, the need for atonement. For what do you need to atone? We have lost so much. So many friends and loved ones. So many moments. We thought we could keep and preserve them, but we are left with anguish in the end. Time strips us of even this bitter remainder if we let it, but I cannot. This pain, this sadness, it is mine to bear. Mine alone. This I understand now. Their grief will be mine, and in return I will give them peace. But who and when and where, that is the question. Even we have our limits. Who did I lose? Everyone. No one. We have always been apart, have we not? Perhaps one day you will understand, and then you will share my loathing and contempt. Oh, forgive me. I've been away from the others too long. Sid will be worried. We must return to them at once. Mist is questionable. Who the hell is this kid? Is Sid upset? I'm not sure, but I think I heard him grinding his teeth. Did you and Mist have time to talk? Kinda? Kupopo? Is this another one of your friends? There you are. I trust Mid has had Mist has had ample time to reflect upon his mistake. I have. I'm ready to resume my search for those I might help with my power. Difficult though it may be, I do not intend to give up. Glad to hear it. In that case, there's no need to remain here any longer. I say we leave this accursed place and never return. Don't be silly, Sid. I say we show Mist more of the churning mists. We did come all this way, you know. Come on, there's a place I'd like to show you. Now wait just a goddamn moment. You can't go running off on your own like that. You'll get eaten by a three-headed gooboo. Riel? Riel! Bugger me with a bleeding... Come on, they cannot have gone far. Watch out for belligerent Dravanians and mischievous Moogles. I don't think I've seen a three-headed gooboo, but that sounds horrifying. The churning mists. Ah! Mist is, I don't know who Mist is, but I think we're going to find out. What the hell? I'm too young to kupo. What did you do, Sid? Don't give me that look. If the little bastards didn't want their heads caved in, they shouldn't have tried to sneak up on me. Besides, they're still alive. You ought to give me credit for holding back. Anyway, I lost sight of the children. I'm not sure which way they went. I'll head north and circle back towards Asar. You head straightways there. Sid! What the frick? I need to do more of the Moogle Beast Tribe stuff. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Rio tells me she has rather fond memories of this place. Fight. You should have seen the look on Sid's face when the Moogle started singing and dancing. He was utterly speechless. Why were the Moogles singing and dancing again? It was stupid, really, but I guess you could say that Sid had become obsessed with trying to live up to his master's example, and for all the wrong reasons. He lost his family when he was younger than me. Sir Ompun took care of him and Frey, but then they died too. So it's just the two of us now. He was angry and short-sighted, but now? Well, he's still both those things, but not as much as before. So that's progress, I suppose. Sid's master was very dear to him, wasn't he? Oh, thank the gods! You shouldn't have run off like that. Do you wish to see him again? Your master? Huh? Where is this coming from? What has Riel been telling you? I mean, there is much I wish I could have asked him before he passed, but... Wait, no. Don't you dare, you little shite. No! Oh, Sid. Charming as ever, I see. Ooh. Master! And this must be Frey's successor. A worthy one, I have no doubt. My name is Onpan, and it is an honour and a pleasure to meet you, Melchan. I'm guessing that's the new Dark Knight armour? You did well to come so far on your own before meeting Cid, and together you have both grown so much, in mind and body and soul, as Dark Knights and as true heroes. There was a time when I was hailed as a hero too, for deeds meritorious in the defence of Ishgard and in the name of the Fury. A brave and true temple knight I was, slayer of countless Dravanians, a commander beloved of and respected by his men. They would follow me into the seventh hell. And indeed, that is where I led them, time and time again. They would fall, and I would earn the accolades. And then they would give me more green boys with dreams of glory. Green boys with red blood, spilled on white snow, again and again and again. And then, one day, I couldn't remember the first one's face. I had forgotten the face of the first boy who gave his life for me. That was the day I left the Temple Knights. I know that tale by heart, but not the tale of what came after. Why a goodly man with titles and wealth, a man who could have lived out his days in quiet comfort, why that man chose instead to walk the path, and to once more accept 2 children into his care. Aye, you asked me that very question long ago, and I told you that one day you would understand, when you were older, and wiser, and stronger. Shall we put you to the proof, Cid, and see if today is that day? You were always fond of your tests. Now, don't be cross. You've only yourself to blame. These are your memories, remember? But of course you do. The point is, deep down, you wanted this. And while there's no substitute for the genuine article, you could do a lot worse. So do me this honour, all of you. One last dance with the dead. Show me the man you have become, Sidurgu of the Obsidian Heart. Fight. I'm gonna fight a fake dude. Defeat Sir Unpain Deep Black. That's her name. Hold nothing back, you 3. Show me your all. You heard the man, Melchan. With me. Wait. Is that the best you can do? Maybe this will help. Ooh. They're going after Riel. Help her, Melchan. She's fine. Ooh. You swore an oath, Cid, did you not? What will happen if you fail to uphold it? Oh. Execution. He was casting execution on Riel. That's not very nice. This seems kind of real for a simulacrum. Death awaits those who walk this path alone, Cid. That's cute. You never were one to hold back. Cid, are you alright? Hold on. A stack marker to show him he can't walk alone. That's really clever. Never take your eyes off your charge, Sid. Remember? Ah! Sid's gonna die. Are you okay, Sid? You gonna heal him, Riel? Ooh. I think he might die. Oh, he's still alive. Well done, you two. You've exceeded all expectation. Consider this your reward. Sid. Oh. I'm still your opponent. Defend yourself. Okay, I think Sid was supposed to die. Well, faint, you know. Magnificent, Melchan. Frey would be proud. That was fun. Like he's the first fake dude I've ever killed, yeah. Gameplay and story integration. Yeah, it's really clever. Oh, this is a good quest line. Well done, Melchan. Well done indeed. Frey would be proud to know that you carry on his legacy. And mine. And Sid? Sid, my boy. My beloved boy. You nearly had me. Oh, spare me your sympathy, you bloody shade. I lost, and that's the end of it. You kept Rio and Melchan out of harm's way, Sid. You did well. Learn to shut up and take the compliment. You asked me once why I chose to walk the path. Why I chose to look after you and Frey. Even though, deep down, you already know. But, since I lost, I owe you the answer from my lips. I was angry. Angry with the Temple Knights. Angry with myself. Angry with this twisted world, where good men die for nothing. I was seeking justice for my boys, and forgiveness for my sins. I saved lives and punished the wicked, and for a time, that was enough. But nothing lasts forever, does it? And a man ought to have a legacy. I failed my boys as a Temple Knight, but you two were my second chance. I would teach you everything I knew, everything I learned from my mistakes, so you wouldn't have to make them. I would send you out into the world to do great things, and maybe, it would all balance out. Well, that's all I have to say about that. You know what comes next, don't you? Though I suppose I ought to give you a word of advice before I disappear in a puff of smoke. I am your predecessor's master, after all. People like us will never know peace. Every moment brings us closer to death. Those of our enemies, our loved ones, and yes, our very own. The fear of death is what keeps most men alive. That dread, that desperation to escape the inevitable, if only for a little longer. But we are not like most men. We have seen what awaits us beyond the abyss. We have tasted that despair, bathed in that oblivion. We have wept rivers for our dead, and cursed the gods for their cruelty. That is our sword and our strength, and that is why you may one day stand above us all. May the gods have mercy on your soul. Aww. Take care, Sid. Be nicer to the girl, and try to be less of a chocobo's ass. Oh, for the love of... Wow. They weren't supposed to fight. Sid's in a bad way. I think Sir Opain may have overdone it a bit. for an illusion. That bastard hit awfully hard. Reclaim your aether so we can leave. I may need to visit a healer. Yep. As the aether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the fading abyss you hear a whisper. Good, good. Glad to see it all worked out in the end. As for you, Mist, I distinctly recall telling you not to do that. Forgive me. Had I known it would come to violence, I... Don't you dare start pouting. I'm annoyed, and sore all over, but it's nothing that won't heal with time. All I ask is that you promise not to do it again without warning and consent. Memories can be powerful and painful, in more ways than one. That said, he was right. I've only myself to blame. If I thought I could defeat him, I would have. But I didn't think I had a chance, and so I didn't. Ugh. His injuries are worse than I thought. We should hurry back to Mogholm. For a moment I was certain he would fly into a fury. Could it be that he is grateful for the experience after all? Then it was not in vain. Tired and broken though he may be, he is nevertheless better for the pain. And in time, we too may be. There is still hope. Redemption is not beyond us. Oh, is he gonna get healed by Moogles? Sid might want to examine why his own memory was able to kick his own ass so bad. Yes. He has some self-worth issues? Self-confidence? He will recover, yes? On the bright side, you can't blame us for it this time. He'll heal, but I'm afraid it's going to take a while. The Moogles can probably help, though Sid would have to let them. And good luck convincing him. Ugh. I'm afraid Riel is right. I'm going to need some time to recover. I'm not fit to travel in my condition. Which means... Oh, God's help me. I'm going to have to stay with these furry little shites even longer. 2 more times, was it? 2 more times and we'll be finished with this boy's crusade. Not soon enough. Melchan, be a dear and punch a Moogle for me, would you? No. I wasn't joking, by the way, about the Moogle punching. Oh god, Sid is amazing. I hope Sid feels better soon, Kippo. On the bright side, he doesn't seem nearly as grim and dark as I remember. Except when he's talking about punching Moogles, that is. Wow, this has been a ride. 68. We can never go home. Mist has been waiting for you for a long time. Yeah, that's what one of the quest descriptions said for Frey. But yeah, I think Mist is another Frey kind of situation. Let me just check the journal, see if there was anything different there. Anything interesting? In a fit of what can only be described as temporary insanity, Sidurgu has proposed you return to Mogholm. Alternatively, he may long to punch a Moogle in its furry little face. Hello, sweetie. Cleo's here. I might feed her soon, actually, because I do need to go to the bathroom. Maybe I'll do one more quest and then go to the bathroom. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? How you doing? Mwah. Good cat. Now comes your part, to cloak yourself in the fiction, to breathe life into the dead, to give words to the voiceless. Mark well this moment, for she will learn from it. What? We can never go home. As you can see, Sid has yet to fully recover from his bout with Sir Opain, and there is no telling how much more time he will require. But my quest will brook no delay. If we must seek out another soul in need of succour without their assistance, then so be it. Do you agree? Why not just wait? What's the rush? Hey, Honora. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Am I excited for the Netflix Devil May Cry anime? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it actually. I hope it's good. Then we are of one mind. Now then, where shall we begin our search? War is perhaps the greatest source of man's misery. So much death and destruction. A battlefield, perhaps. Yes. Yes. This slaughter you bore witness to at Castrum Oriens is precisely that of which I speak. A tragedy which tore apart the lives of every man and woman it touched. My mind is made up. That is where we must go. If I had it my way, I'd not let you out of my sight. But, again, it's your soul crystal at stake. I'm only here to help you reclaim your Aether. If you think you can look after him by yourself, then by all means. As for me, I think I've finally regained enough strength to make the journey back to Ishgard. When you're finished in Girabania, come and find us at the Forgotten Night. Okay. Mist cares for us all, in his own way, but you most of all, I think. Don't get cocky. The little bastard's a handful and a half. Castrum Oriens. I have a theory about Mist. So I have my wind-up Horchiffant, and I've noticed their hair colour is pretty much the same. And these clothes kind of look almost Scion-ish. So I think my guess is Mist is a representation of like the people we've lost. Like Moonbreeder and Papalimo and Horchiffant. Maybe Azel? Don't know. That's my guess so far. What's this blue part? Doesn't look like Azel's clothes. I could be wrong. Castrum Oriens. How it buzzes with life. So many brave soldiers, resolved to do their duty no matter the cost. But have no doubt there will be a cost, and it will be most high, for no man is beyond the reach of fate. Death will not be denied. This place, it weighs on me. Anywhere but here I would search. Hey, counting? Oh, Izel's hairstyle. Yes, yes. Don't know if I've been in there before. I do like that these class quests are they're taking place like after major story events. So they get to reference things that happen in the story. That's cool. Oh, hello. Galleon. Come to share the fire. I would stand to greet you, stranger, but my legs, my eyes, the whole of me is not what it once was. Melchan. I know that name, and that voice. By Rauga, you're still alive. Praise him. Praise him. Who is this man on the verge of death? Is he your friend? Nay, though I'm flattered that you would think so. This woman made medicine for me long, long ago, at the behest of Captain Meffred, when we were still in Quarry Mill. Ah, it's him. If I'd kept it all for myself, I'd have made a full recovery. But I couldn't. I had a dear friend, you see, and so I made a choice. He got better. I didn't. Ended up working for the Griffin, he did. As a right-hand man, even. But like all the rest who went to the wall, he never came back. The irony of it, that I'd be the one to outlive them all, if only for a little while. And so I sit here and await the reckoning, as I rot from the inside out, the husk of the freedom fighter I aspired to be. No, this is not the ending you deserve. I will not allow it. The man he spoke of, the one whose life he chose to save at the cost of his own, that man is proof of his nobility. If he were here... Do you wish to see him again? Your dear friend? Holdart? Aye, more than anything. But there's no point in praying for the impossible. He died with the rest. I'm sure of it. He was the Griffin's double, and one of his top commanders besides. Oh right, yeah, we kind of kicked his ass. Totally thought Galleon was the Griffin's double back then, but apparently not. Yeah, the double was the one who asked us to get him the medicine. Yeah. I think that was him. You're a kind boy, you are, and I'm grateful for the company in these twilight hours. But there's no need to trouble yourself further. My time is nearly spent. Then spend the remainder thinking of better days, Galleon, and not dwelling on the depths of me and mine. God struck me down. Holdart? No, it can't be. This is naught more than a trick, an illusion, a lie. But even if it is a lie, hear me, Holdart. I've a favour to ask of you. One final favour for a dying fool. Return to the Reach, to Bloodstorm. Offer a prayer to our brothers there. I will, Galleon. You have my word. We should talk. Outside. Oh, okay. The dark quest line involving Frey was about anger. This is guilt. Will you go with Holdart? He has to make it. I've naught left but this. Aww. Was not expecting such an emotional journey today. I have to believe. I have to believe. To Meffred and Galleon, you were larger than life. I always wanted to meet you, and here we are. Though I reckon this doesn't really count, does it? If only I could go back and tell myself what a blind, bloody fool I was to place my trust in the Griffin. Maybe then Galleon wouldn't be dying alone. Wait. Always wanted to meet me? Oh, okay. So it's not him, the one who... Oh no, that was Mefrid, that's right. Mefrid was the one who asked us to get the medicine. Okay, we never met Holdart. What did I expect for a dark quest line? Well, the 50 through 60 ones were... I know they were kind of grim, but then they also got hilarious with the Moogle stuff. Listen, he hasn't got much time. I'll lead the way. The wilds between here and the Reach aren't too dangerous, but as you can see, I'm unarmed, so I'll not be any good to you in a fight. Nor will I fear. We will have to rely solely on you for protection. Ha, I've no doubt you can keep us safe. You're the bleeding warrior of light, after all. Let us be off. Mefrid was the one in Quarrymill, and we met Galleon, but never saw Heldart out of his Griffin uniform. Okay, yep. See ya, Galleon. Poor thing. I want to heal him! I can go White Mage. Uh-oh. Birds! Oh, didn't get my last one. I normally fit 5 blood spillers in there, but I didn't time it very well. Strong as ever, eh? Stronger even than you were that day, I reckon. They say that when the Griffin's men realised you were coming to stop them, they grew panicked and unsure. How could they take up arms against a woman hailed as the hero of Eorzea? A hero who had personally intervened in their lives for the better. Some stood their ground and died then and there for it, I imagine, while others looked the other way and tried to find some more Imperials to kill. I pray I wasn't foolish enough to try and fight you. I owed you better. Holdart! Holdart, speak to me! I'm fine. Just got dizzy all of a sudden. We have to hurry, do you hear me? We have to make it to the Reach. Are we going to Roga's Reach? Don't know if he can survive that far away from the other guy. From Galleon. Holdart has to stay strong. He has to remember what's at stake. I made a promise to Galleon. I will not fail you, brother. It cannot be the distance. We haven't travelled far enough yet. A man's memories cannot outlive him. I told you he hasn't got much time, and neither do I. I'll hold on as long as I can, but in the end, it's not up to me. Aww. This is so sad. No, I will not allow it. He will endure. We will fulfill Galleon's wish. So close. Holdart, you must go on. You must make Galleon whole. Remember, Holdart. Don't you think I know that? He saved my life. And we all went and died for naught. For naught. All we ever wanted was to go home. O come ye wayward brothers, bereft of hearth and home. Beneath yon burning star there lies a haven for the bold. Is that the anthem? The Girabanian anthem? Raise up your hands and voices. Let fill your hearts with pride. Above the churning waters we stand strong and unified. It is? That's a good touch. We can still go home. Even now, after everything we have done, we can still go home. Ah. Fate. Aww. He fell and would not rise. He began to shake and he was so close. He could have made it. He should have made it. How cruel the gods to tempt us with this promise of redemption. We did not fail. They failed us. They failed us. Forgive me. Forgive me. My failure is my own. I had my chance, and I squandered it. Reclaim that which was yours. It was not mine to take, but I took it. For that is who I am at heart. I hear a whisper. It is not finished. Not yet. You will come and pray with me. Yeah, we should finish the journey ourselves. Hello, sweetie. Yes, I said I was going to feed you after this quest, but I kind of want to finish. Don't know what the whisper is. Hi. So many side quests here I haven't done yet. Oh. Hey, Tank. You sleep in when I started early? Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're near the end of Dark Knight. It has been very emotional. And I think it's going to get worse. Here is where we are to pay respect to the dead. Yeah, so this strange kid showed up. Our soul crystal split in half. Actually, is it split in half here? No. But yeah, this kid reckons they accidentally took half of our soul crystal, and to give it back, they're trying to help people by kind of conjuring their passed away loved ones for them to say goodbye to. And each time they do, we get another bit of our energy back. And it's really sad, really emotional. A storm of blood approaches fast, hell's open, heavens weep, for no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. Respect. Yeah, right now we're paying respects for an Alamegan who just passed away. This friend was at the wall when all that big stuff happened, when Shinryu was summoned. What good are prayers to the dead? They have not ears to listen. nor eyes to see, or hearts to console. Naught remains of them, save fleeting recollections, soon lost to time, into the abyss. We are left only with pain, a lingering sadness for names and faces, consigned to oblivion. How are we to withstand this relentless onslaught which threatens to consume us, if there is no truth but this, that all men must die? Is this our world to suffer, or to shape? The world is what we make of it. I by my sword, that is my truth. Such is the God's design. The world is what we make of it. Yeah. Indeed, we are only bound by the God's law of choice. We cannot save everyone, can we? Sometimes it is all we can do to save ourselves. Does any of it matter? What, if aught, have we wrought by our own hands? Well, we've done a lot. One last time. I gave you my word, and I mean to keep it. But know this, every intervention has come at cost, a sacrifice. When I have finished, naught will remain of me. But it does not have to be. For all our faults, for all our failures, we have made a difference. All the lives we have shattered, we can make them come together again. Time and death, our true enemies, need hold no power over us. I can make a place for you in my world. You need only ask. What? Your world? We should go back to Ishgard. You must miss Sid and Riel. So I was thinking Mist was our inner darkness again, but that sounds... I don't know what Mist is now. Yeah, we've been hanging out with Sid again. He's been hilarious. He wants to punch Moogles. Is everything alright, Melchan? Melchan, I pray your trip to Girabania was productive. There's a lot of people here. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I am glad you reclaimed more of your Aether. I but wish the circumstances hadn't been so... depressing. For Mist's sake. We shall have to see how he is feeling when he returns. What the hell was that noise? No, as far as I am aware, he has yet to return to Ishgard. He certainly isn't here, as you can see. Oh, god damn it. Don't tell me he decided to run away. And just when I was beginning to trust the little bastard. No, I could still be wrong. He's earned a little trust. A few days' worth, no more. Just a little trust. I hope he's not doing something foolish. I'll compromise. You knew from the first that there was only one way this could end. Abyss armor, ooh. Blackest night. Alright. Let's do it. He's forever traumatized by dancing Moogles, yes. God damn it, Mist. We're going to have to track him down and make him return the remainder of the Aether he stole from you, aren't we? He said that when this was finished, naught would remain of him. Bloody vague and ominous, to say the least. We'll just have to press him for answers when we find him. You last saw him at Rauga's Reach in Girabania, yes? We'll start there. I'm going too, and I won't take no for an answer. Sid's gotten better, but he's a long way from fully recovered. Besides, you'll need someone else to help you do the talking. Sid's no good at it. Blackest Night, yes! Close to unlocking Blackest Night. I need to sort out my keybinds better. I don't have a good spot for abilities like Blackest Night that I cast on other people. Looking for a young boy with long blue hair, you say? Reckon I would remember someone like that if they were to come this way. And I don't. Spoke with the fella before me during the changing of the guard, as we do, and he made no mention of anyone matching that description either. I'm not saying the boy didn't come this way, but I'd be surprised if he had. Someone would have noticed his passing and told the others. Did just notice I don't seem to use one to... Oh yeah, that's for, so one I use for ranged attacks, and 2, 3, 4, 5 I use for, like secondary combos. Like, on Gunbreaker, yeah, I use that for my Gnashing Fang combo. The default hotbar is 1, 2... Yeah, I don't know how you're meant to, like, reach, like, 7, 8, 9 and all that, so I don't use those. But once... They're going to change Gunbreaker's bindings next expansion, so I could, like, move that somewhere else, and then use, like, 2, 3, 4, 5 for, like, things I cast on other people, like Heart of Stone. Yeah, I need to rethink my keybinds. Oh, hey, Ironvold. Tell me, is Alphino doing alright? Before leaving to Kugane, he insisted I accompany him to Loch Seld to oversee his swimming practice. The waters there are so rich with salt, a boulder is like to float in them. The open sea, however, is another matter. I pray he doesn't do anything foolish. Now that freedom is won, we'd be fools to let it slip through our fingers. Though mayhap not on the front lines, I will lend what support I can to our Alamegan brothers and sisters. It seems I'll be serving as the contact between Alamigo and the Scions for the time being. Naturally, my duties will also include spying on beastmen strongholds. What's that? You're looking for that boy too, are you? I was watching some birds late the other night when I hear someone skulking about behind me. Forgive me, I hear him saying, before he runs off and disappears into the dark. Then I realise it's quiet. Too quiet, eh? Sleeping birds make noise, and mine ain't. 'Cause they're dead. Every last one of them. No wounds or any other obvious marks, but there they lay, like the life was sucked right out of them. What? I don't know how or why he did it, but there's no denying that he did. I demand recompense. If you find him, you bring him to me. What? Are you that boy's keeper? Are you responsible for him? Because if you are, you owe me an explanation. What birds was he talking about? Was he talking about chocobos? Watching some birds. No, I think he's talking about regular birds. Still though, what the frick? Yeah, I have, my 1, 2, 3 is on R, Shift R, and G. Just because, I find R is kind of the most comfortable, easiest key for me to hit. apart from like E, I have thought about unbinding E and Q. I use them for strafe at the moment, but I could, yeah. Anyway, hi. Ah, yes, I remember the long-haired boy. Very curious, with many questions about the nature of aether. He conversed with one of the adder conjurers for a time. I know not what they discussed, but from his expression I gathered it was important. Very mature for his age, the boy, and somehow ethereal. Yeah, I'll bet he was. Oh yeah, keep forgetting I can mount here. I think you've heard some discourse about whether Q and E strafing helps or hurts, but can't bring yourself to give them up. Yeah, it's like I was thinking of, so A and D for turning, I was thinking of replacing them with strafing. Because I don't think I need turning. But it's hard to get used to, though. Getting used to strafing with A and D. That would be a big learning process. I have a bad feeling about this. I hope Mist hasn't done something stupid. A lot of unusual folks coming through the Reach these days. Our inspector returns. Tell us, what have you learned aught of Mist's whereabouts? Seen conversing with a conjurer and possibly killing chocobos. Not sure what to make of that. Though we can be sure he stayed here for a time. But perhaps no longer. We learned but moments ago from Gillo here that a boy matching Mist's description was seen leaving the Reach. He's for the peaks, and so are we. The peaks. Oof. What the frick? They're dead. Just dead. Like the chocobos in the story you heard. No visible injuries, no bleeding. Aye, it is as Riel says. These beasts died for no discernible reason. Just like the chocobos that man in the Reach claims Mist somehow killed. But it doesn't add up. Other than his singular magic, Mist was utterly helpless. Unless... was he always capable of this? But we know the answer already. He stole your aether when we first met. Even if he could do it, even if he did do it, why? We'll ask him when we find him. And this time, you'll let me do the talking. Search the east. Riel and I will head south. We'll meet in between if we find naught, and if we do, either you will come to our aid or we to yours. This is concerning. So I just noticed you used a capital D for discourse. I like that. That's funny. As you survey your surroundings, you observe naught out of the ordinary, but on the edge of hearing, you hear a whisper to the southwest. Do I, though? I've been hearing whispers for a while. Sure, it's fine. Sometimes the discourse is that notable. Like Discord. Discord doing NFT stuff, apparently. Yeah. Oh, did you hurt Riel? Oh, her mother. Don't you summon her mother, what the frick? No, mother. Fight. Hey, Yuri-chan, welcome. Seven hells. I hate being right. On your guard. Mist has shown his true colours. The Aether, or whatever else he took from those beasts, has given him tremendous strength. Contrary to his earlier warnings, conjuring another simulacrum wasn't the end of him. And of all the wonderful people he had to pluck from our memories, he chose Estrade de Coulagnant. He knows why we're here, and this is his answer. He summoned the monster that haunts Riel in her dreams and sends her screaming from her bed. Aww. Forgive me, Sid, but you gave me no choice. What's your real name? Shall I ask you the same? Who holds the reins? Though it matters not. We are complicit, you and I. Can you even remember why you came here? Can you even remember how many you killed? How many lives shattered? How many stories ended? Upon the surface of the crystal are carved the sins of Dark Knight's past, and yours are beyond counting, beyond fathoming, without end. Justice is an excuse. Nobility is a lie. Murder is murder. And though we are most definitely not without fault, it is this cruel, indifferent world which has made murderers of us all. But we need suffer no longer. I sought to make these broken souls whole, one by one, when in truth, the solution was much more simple. A world beyond pain and suffering and anguish and despair. A world beyond death. A world in which we never need bid farewell to our dearest friends. And how many beasts will you need to kill to make this world of yours? How much aether will you consume to see it through? Bloody self-righteous sophistry from a mewling whelp. So your brilliant plan is to fill the world with simulacra of the dead, is it? And how's that? And somehow that's supposed to make everyone happy? Well, you're right about one thing, I'll grant you that. This world is brutal, uncaring, without logic or justice. No justice but that which we make for ourselves. And I'll be damned if I give it up, so you can force your illusions upon us to assuage your guilt. Did you not find comfort in your reunion with your master? Even though you knew it was a lie, did it not help you to unburden your soul, to find a measure of peace in this madness? I am not your enemy, not then or now. I will not fight you. All I ask is that you leave me to do my duty. It's never too late to turn back. You are still a good person. You can still be a good person. So this is your answer. Maybe you cannot accept what needs to be done, but I can. Goodbye. Do I have acceptable level 70 tank gear? I do actually. I picked a tanking coffer from one of the MSQ quests. Oh, is this a hard fight, is it? Astride God Hand. The God Hand here? Ours is the greatest lie of all. We have to end it. Miss the Delusionist. I remember every face. They are watching and waiting. No, they died quick. Okay. Elbert. Olivia. That dude. So many broken by this world, and then by you. So many. Woe betide the man who stands opposed to the weapon of light, for death will be his reward. Death for him and his kin, and all that he holds dear. Woe betide the man who stands with the weapon of light, for death will be his reward. Death for him and his kin, and all that he holds dear. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our... Sorry. Everything we fight so desperately to protect slips through our fingers. And what remains? What remains is us. Only us, and the memory of our sin. To walk this path is to suffer, to sacrifice. Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Justice demands no less. I tire of this charade. I tire of this charade. Serve, save, slave, slay. I've sins aplenty, aye, but regrets? Not so much. Is it Frey? Oh no, it's not Frey, it's me! And if she wouldn't listen to me, the embodiment of good sense and pragmatism, then what hope could you possibly have? A house divided cannot stand, you know. This childish rebellion ends now. What in the seven hells is this? It's a good question. A compromise, I suppose? Our dear friend here refused to let me take the reins, but I wasn't about to stand idly by while that imbecile tries to do whatever it was he was trying to do. No hard feelings about Whitebrim, eh? Promise not to stab you in the back. It'll be just like old times. Me. A Dark Knight needs a sword. Take mine. Cool. When you tire of this charade, you know where to find me. Yes. Ah, this is cool. No, this is wrong. This is all wrong. I offer you peace, restitution, a chance to make amends. Do not think you are above it. Do not think that a reckoning will be postponed indefinitely. Warriors of Darkness and Heaven's Ward peoples. When it comes, I shall welcome it with open arms. But today will not be the day, and you will not be the judge. Suck it, you little emo brat. Yes. Fight. We deal with the dross, then the boy. A simple plan. Look on the faces of your victims. They are legion. Hey, it's Cherubur. I will gladly kill this guy again. Heaven's Ward. Murder them. They suck. Again and again and again you kill. Do you feel nothing? You know my heart. It bleeds like any other. Of the dragon's tail. These scars and sins are ours to bear, not to deny. But you, boy, I deny. Yours is the coward's way. On a throne of bone she waits. Dug deep for these magnificent bastards, didn't you? But lest you forget, we've bested them before. Warrior of Darkness. Zephyrim! I get to kill Zephyrim finally. I'm coming for you soon. The guy who killed Horsefont. Oi, come back. I don't like fighting him. He ended up good. It's grown too weak to summon more shades. Ah. The chorus falls silent, and the abyss. Finish it, Melchan. Use the Soul Eater. Reclaim the last of your Aether. Make us whole. A reckoning will not be... Ate him. Get to kill the scumbags again. No guilt over the Heaven's Ward. Yeah. Yeah, they were bad. Fighting the Warriors of Darkness felt bad, though. They were just misguided. Forgive me. Forgive me. I ask, I beg, I pray, but it never comes. Again they go to join the multitude in the black oblivion of the abyss. Such is our lot. Such is the fate of all who are born, to suffer and to die. Do not seek forgiveness, for it will not ease the burden. It weighs as it should. But what of the lost? Do they not deserve to live again? They do, in our hearts and our souls and our memories. No one likes having to say goodbye, but it's a part of life. That's what makes the time we share together so precious. You can't obsess over the mistakes of the past, or you'll lose sight of the future, of the people still with us, who need us more than ever. The greatest strength is born of the flame in the abyss. Hi. Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Listen. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Aww. Thank you. That is all I ever wanted. So, this is it. One last parting. One final farewell. After a fashion. Yeah, so Mist is another aspect of you who looks weirdly reminiscent of both Horshiphon and Azel. All characters Ishikawa worked on. Yes. Oh, that's really cool. And yeah, I don't know if it's intended, but like these clothes remind me of like the default Scion robes. I feel like there's a bit of Papalimo and Moonbreeder in here as well. In your darkest hour, in the blackest night, think of me, and I will be with you, always. For where else could I go? Who else could I love but you? I have a lot of parts of me, apparently. I thought I had like one dark side, but I have multiple other sides. It was beautiful. Back to Ishgard. Witcher 3 has a lot of choices you can make that will affect the outcome. There are some outcomes you got that were less than ideal, but there are some you're like, nope, no guilt over killing you. Multiple emotions. Who has those? Yes. There's only Grimdark. I've got to stop letting aspects of my psyche manifest into reality and start causing trouble, yes. Ah, you're back. Welcome home? You'll forgive us for returning to Ishgard ahead of you, I hope. I needed some time to think on everything that happened in Girabania. I won't pretend to know everything you've been through in your life. A man can never truly understand what's in another's heart. And probably not their own, for that matter. I'm pretty much rambling at this point, but I suppose what I'm trying to say is that I'm grateful for everything you've done for me and Riel. I like you. I respect you. And I'll always be here for you, if you need me. Aww. We're fellow walkers of the path, after all. And friends, I'd like to think. I've been wondering. Mist appeared at the same time the soul crystal cracked, yes? But which happened first? And why then and there? Damned if I know. Does anyone truly understand how soul crystals work? What matters is that the crystal and Melchan have been made whole. That said, a heart bleeds, a man weeps, a soul burns. Thence comes the darkness to consume, and few hearts have bled as much as hers. Speaking of bleeding, I think your wounds have reopened. If you would sit, it would be much easier for me to tend to them. You should get some rest too, Melchan. Not all wounds are so obvious. out of the mouths of babes and sucklings. Praise Alone. She's right, though. No need to overdo it by running off to the next battle just yet. If you must put one foot in front of the other, though, why don't you go back to where this whole damn mess began? Maybe you'll have an epiphany. Aww. Part of me can't help but think this was all a fever dream. And then I take a deep breath and feel the pain in my ribs. Yeah, one of the parts you mistagged was Mist summoned Sidurgu's old mentor, and we had to fight him, and Sidurgu got really beaten up. It's nice to dream of a world without pain and suffering, but the world is what it is, and dreams will only carry you so far. That's why we've got swords. Well, we haven't got a sword yet, but she could if she wanted. Whoops, wrong place. The Last Vigil. And yeah, I noticed one of the later abilities that we get. Living Shadow. Conjure a simulacrum of your dark side to fight alongside you, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna assume we get to like... I guess that's Frey that we get to summon. That's level 80 though. I've got a while to wait for that. Hey, my crystal's whole. And then it shatters again, and I'm like, oh god. What troubles you, Mistress Angora? Ah, hello. Ah, but of course, 'tis bitterly cold this day. At times like these, one should be warming themselves by the fire. Not a day goes by without your name being spoken, you know. The soldiers and merchants often bring us news of your latest exploits. That said, to hear it from the hero herself would be much preferable. But there would be no expectation were you to call on us. The pleasure of your company alone would be more than enough. Rare though I expect it will be in the days to come. But your destiny was never to remain here, was it? Though a part of me wishes that you would. Aww. I've got to check in on Count Edmund. He worries. Blackest Night is a great ability. Even goes so far to say it's the cornerstone of the Dark class. Ah, okay. Forgive me. I find myself growing more and more sentimental in my old age, and in working on my memoirs, I've had to reflect on the darker chapters of my life. Porchefort lived his to the fullest, and if his story is preserved for generations to come, then I should be glad of it. You will always have a place here, Melchan, for you are family. Now go. Do not let me keep you from your labours. The world waits for none, not even you. Aww. That was beautiful. In the depths of the abyss, you hear a whisper, and are filled with a warmth. The Blackest Night. Cool. A Dark Day's Night. Dark side gauge expanded. Ooh. This symbol indicates that the Dark Arts effect has been granted. This occurs when the barrier applied by the action Blackest Night has absorbed the full amount of damage. That sounds like fun. Creates a barrier around target. think for now I'm going to put that here. And only a 15-second cooldown. Jeez. Didn't realise it was so short. Oh, but it costs mana. I see. That sounds like fun. I tried to mount up. I say hi to Sid again. And I'll try and find something that can do enough damage to me to pop this barrier. Basically refund the mana if it breaks. And even if it doesn't, you take no damage for the duration. Yeah, that's pretty good. Jeez. I can't wait to play around with that. Got Knight. Yeah, so the crystal broke when we were thinking of how we used to be wards of House Fortomp. So it's nice that we got to be welcomed home by Edmund. Kind of a reminder that we, know they're still our family. I've thought about the path and whether I want to walk it myself someday. But after everything that happened with Mist, I think I might want to pursue conjuring instead. Sometimes we have to do bad things for good reasons. I know that, I do. But I'd still rather try to avoid it if I can. If I was a better healer, then maybe I'd have more options. Or something. That Pajal, Esumian, I could write him a letter. Yes, be a healer. Trouble seems to follow you wherever you go, doesn't it? And when it doesn't, you can't help but conjure it up. Anyway, how goes it? It would seem that the Countess's crusade died with her. Is this the same dialogue? Okay, this dialogue hasn't changed. Yes, there's a lot of people here. Any thoughts on Mist? A manifestation of my less than eager to be on beck and call for everyone's self. My frustration when dealing with grief. The fatalist side? Yeah. Oh, by there you meant my head? Yes. Yes, actually, that's true. I try not to think about that strange boy and whatever he might have been. No one truly understands the nature of soul crystals. Not just ours, mind. I heard a rumour once upon a time about paladins and establishing dominance. Bollocks, eh? Anyway, the one thing we know for certain is that the beings he conjured with his magic were not the spirits of the dead, but simulacra, born from the memories of the living. A memory is hardly a perfect accounting of past events and people. Be it consciously or subconsciously, our perceptions and feelings distort the truth. Take that woman, the cousin of Sir Ignace. She wanted to make him proud, and so he praised her efforts. Laudy's husband and Galleon's friend were similarly shaped by the desires within their own hearts. And no, I would rather not discuss the implications of my master soundly defeating me, yet somehow letting you win. The point is, those shades spoke not the words of the dead, but the truth of our own hearts. What we bore witness to were mere conversations with oneself. At least, that's what I'm inclined to believe. But like I said, who knows? Soul crystals are strange little things. Perhaps it's best not to dig too deep. So in other words, he thinks he hasn't surpassed his master, but we have. See if this has changed. I don't think so. Wow, that was a good questline. To Endwalker, if you go Reaper, you get a void scent to stuff in your head as well. Yes. Conjure it up. No one gives me time to sort through my emotions, so this is how I have to do it. Yes. I wonder if that's ever happened to any other Dark Knights. Is that just a Dark Knight thing, or is this also what can happen to other classes, I wonder? Let's check out the new armor. Let's just equip it all. That's quite nice. Turn off the helm. Yeah. That's quite nice. A less over-the-top sword this time. The old Dark Knight sword was a very over-the-top, so this is kind of a nicer one. A nice, more understated one. It's got like horns or something. That's pretty cool. Looks like my tail's poking through the cape, though. It's fitting that I had my Horsefront minion for all that. What do you mean? We don't punch our depression into the face until it yields and gives us a skill? Alright, let's go test out Black Knight. Let's go to the locks. Where there's some level 60, level 70 stuff. Twitch is being a pain? Oh, sorry to hear that. Hello. Yeah, there's my little sword thing. It did not do enough damage to pop my thing. I'll take off some gear. Can't change gear. Alright. Oh, I'll just kill you. One of those weird things where the more gear you get, the less you get to enjoy the ability. Because now you're just not taking enough damage. Take that off. It still didn't do enough damage. Take off more gear. Just take things off until I start taking damage. Weird bit where you start measuring how much damage enemies can do to you, and sometimes that means you stand in the AoEs. Yeah, that is a bit strange. How much damage does Creeping Ivy do, I wonder? Doesn't say how much it's actually doing, eh? Let's try standing in this. Oh, it's got a stomp move, but it's called Stump because it's a tree. This is hard to get it to proc. Bit of luck with the fate. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll go find a boss fate or something. Tall Tale. Let's try that one. I'll probably put some gear back on because Fate's hit a fair bit harder. Oh, I'll put some gear on. Take off my shoes. And my gloves, why not? Aha! Got a big one. That sounds like a boss. This will definitely pop it. Yeah, there we go. I'll get to hit this button a lot. Well, a few times. Oh, looks like I got to cast it twice. It's kind of cool. And so I can put that on, like, if I'm off tanking, I can put it on the other tank. And try and get that to proc as well. That's cool. That's going to be fun to play with in trials. You set up a macro to use it on party member 2, which enrages your co-tank. That's a good idea. Nice. Alright, well, we'll go beat on some striking dummies and say how Dark Knight works now. And then I'll take my AFK to feed Cleo. Poor thing's been waiting. And then we'll do Gunbreaker when I come back. Oh, can't wait for continuation. Oh. Striking dummies. Okay. Spend all this meter first. Yeah, so Dark Knight has gotten a lot more interesting since I last showed it. Because now it's got 2 resources. So, well, first off, this is the tank stance, Grit. Full animation. We've got a basic 1, 2, 3 combo, which all the tanks have. 2, and 3. We've got our ranged move, which gives you extra threat. And we can spend mana on one of 2 things. Edge of Darkness or Flood of Darkness. Basically this is the single target version and that's the multi-target version. And they're off global cooldown, so you chuck them in between your 1, 2, 3. And they refresh a buff on yourself called Dark Side, which it just makes you do more damage. That's just what this glowy face is. It's just telling me I've got my Dark Side buff going, I just do more damage. You don't really seem to have to manage it. I've never had it drop off unless I'm just not pressing my button. It's just a little bonus. It's kind of like Warriors have the same kind of thing. The 10% buff they have to keep up, but theirs isn't displayed so neatly. Theirs is a buff here you have to look at. Yeah, so we spend mana on one of those. And we get mana back on one of our 1, 2, 3 buttons. And this is what the AoE version looks like. It's a cool little line thing. Pew! Pretty cool. And at higher levels, we're also gaining this meter called the Blood Gauge. And we get to spend that on 2 new things. So these are similar. There's a single target version and a multi-target version, but these are on the global cooldown. So they're a bit slower to use, but they hit really hard. So this is the single target one, Blood Spiller. Oops, I hit the wrong button. That was Quietus. Wait, did I use... Okay, I don't know how I accidentally used that. Hang on. Build up some blood gauge. Yeah, once you're at 50, you can use one of these 2. Yeah. Blood Spiller. There we go. Cool little spinny move. I like it. Yeah, and the AoE version is Quietus. Get a bit more blood gauge. You get blood from your combo finisher. Yeah. And Quietus. cool spinny thing. Yeah, so essentially you've just got 2 different resources you're spending. It's not as complicated as it sounds, though. You just remember to hit buttons every now and then. It's fun, though. Because we've also got these 2 cooldowns. So Blood Weapon, that used to give us mana on landing weapon skills or spells. But now it also gives Blood Gauge, so we get to do more of our other buttons as well. So activate that. Just gives us more resources to hit shiny buttons. So that's cool, because that used to feel like a really underwhelming cooldown, but now it's quite a bit stronger. And then we've got Delirium, which is super cool. Allows the execution of our blood gauge things without cost. So we pop that and we get to just spam. Spam! And it's fun. And I can just fit 5 of them into that. We've got a gap closer called Plunge. Cool jumping attack. It also does damage, so you can do it for damage. I think I get a second charge of that eventually. Not till level 78, jeez. Yeah, eventually I get a second charge of that. That's a gap closer. We have another off-global cooldown thing, Carve and Spit, which looks pretty cool. Big sweeping attacks. We've got Salted Earth. This puts down big red ground thing, kind of like Death and Decay, but you don't keep it up all the time. It's only every 90 seconds. Just some more AoE damage. We've got Abyssal Drain, 60-second cooldown. This restores my health. And it's also an AoE attack. Decent amount of damage and a decent amount of healing. Pretty nice. Yeah, Dark Knight also heals itself with the combo finisher. So you've got a little bit of self-healing with Dark Knight. It's pretty nice. And the AoE move is Unleash. It's very spammable. I don't even have to target anything for it, I just hit it, so it's very easy to pick up things in a dungeon by just spamming this. I'll get something that combos from it, but not until level 72, so... Yeah, so your AoE is that, and plus your Flood of Darkness. And your Quietus. Whee! Yeah, it's a fun class. Closed captions broke? Ah. Closed captions, what the frick? There we go, is that working? No? I think the website broke, hang on. No, okay. The closed captions website broke, sorry. This site breaks all the damn time. Rip. It broke. And, now we've got defensives. So it's got the same... So it's got Rampart, which all tanks have, just 20% reduced damage for 20 seconds. Good cooldown. Rampart reduces damage dealt by everything nearby for 10% for 10 seconds. So that's something you can use on... that doesn't just reduce your damage taken, it reduces damage dealt by an enemy. So you can use that when you're like off-tanking and it'll do less damage to the tank. Or you can use that when something's about to use a big AoE ability and that'll reduce the damage of that. That's cool. And Arm's Length, which is... makes things attack slower. It mostly only works on trash mobs though, so it's not really for bosses. The Dark Knight specific stuff is Shadow Wall, 30% less damage taken. Pretty cool. Dark Mind, which reduces magic damage taken by 20%, which you kind of have to learn what counts as a magic ability for that, but apparently a lot does, so kind of nice to have. Our new Blackest Night, which we can just absorb damage for a while. That's very strong. And also gives us some free darkness abilities. Darkness. And this is our I Don't Want to Die ability. Living Dead. Which is probably the worst of these, but the next 10 seconds, if I become KO'd, instead I will become Walking Dead, in which I can't be KO'd, but I have to get healed up to full, or I will die. So it's kind of a not a great ability, but I did use it for something useful recently. Oh yes, yeah, arm's length blocks knockback effects. That's a nice thing to remember. I need to look into a different one. Yeah, I've looked into tons of different closed caption ones, but they're all so bad, or they're all like, I can't resize them to fit on the stream properly. Yeah. It's hard finding good closed captions. But yeah, so that's Dark Knight. You've got 2 different resources to spend. It plays a lot faster than it did at like level 50. And I've got some off-global cooldown stuff. Yeah, you're spending blood gauge, you're spending your mana, and you got a button you can press to just do free spinning attacks, and I mean, that's fun. So I mean, it's not very complicated when I explain it, I guess, but it's fun. That's the important thing. See, I get to spin a lot. Put down a little area of doom, and I get to look all dark and edgy. And I think it's my favourite gap closer attack. Just this cool jump. Oh, that's cool. And now I get to play around with Blackest Night and like learn how to use that effectively. That's going to be a fun little learning curve. Yeah, that's Dark Knight. It's as a class, it starts really slow, but it really picks up. I love it now. It's a really fun class. Okay. I am going to feed the cat and go to the bathroom. And I think there's a storm starting. I wasn't expecting one today. So I'll check out the weather forecast while I'm away. Delirium is getting nerfed in Endwalker. Aww. It's shortening the cooldown to 60 seconds. So, okay. Oh, well, that's nice. So it aligns with cooldowns better. Yeah, that'll be cool. Okay, cat. Cat requires feeding. She has been waiting for way too long. I'm sorry, Cleo. I was doing Dark Knight things. And when we come back, we might continue... Whoa! We might do Gunbreaker, or I might end the stream, because we have an actual storm starting now. Cat alarm. Where's my mouse? There it is. Hello, baby. Meow. What a good cat. Okay, I am going AFK. We'll see if I keep streaming. I want to do Gunbreaker. I'll be back. Hello, I'm back. Did we lose the stream? Are we still live? OBS is giving me errors, so I don't know if anyone can see it's back now. Okay. Doesn't look like I got disconnected from the game. But yeah, there's a huge storm coming in. Oh, hello, sweetie. Aww. Cleo's scared of the storm. Poor baby. The blip for a minute. Okay. Yeah, sounds like my internet's going to be a little and power too, possibly. So. And that sucks. I really wanted to do Gunbreaker. I want my bang bang. Bang bang bang. Alright, well, I'll do that next time instead. I want my bang bang. Yeah, I'd rather not get partway through and just be constantly having stream issues, so. Alright, I'll finish up the stream then. Oh, actually, I did want to quickly, if the internet, if my internet will hold out, then I want to quickly look at the Dark Knight journals. Wrong way, wrong way. He'll kill Sid and Riel if we don't hurry. And now the betrayal. Miss believes that the only way we can atone for our sins is to undo them with his simulacra. Every life we took, every death that weighs upon our soul, he would make amends for it all with his beautiful lies. I can end this charade, goddammit. I can end it. Now is the time. You need me. You need me. That's Frey talking. So it goes. If you would not forsake me, then of course you would not forsake him. And so neither can I. He is a fool, but he is our little fool. The little girl who wanted to make this cruel, twisted world a better place. Futile as that is. She's going to get us killed one of these days. But what can I say? I love her. I forgive her. And you. You recall how we came to this place, at a friend's behest, in the midst of a raging blizzard. As we drew closer, the gates faded into vision, and the towering spires. The man bowed low and bade us follow him, up the winding stair, from still smouldering ruin to untouched splendour. There we found a warm home and warm hearth, and warm hearts. Aww. Lord Edmond greets you warmly. News of your exploits is delivered to Foretop Manor daily, and you remain always in the thoughts of the former Count and his family. Though a part of him wishes that you would remain in Ishgard, he knows that your destiny leads you elsewhere. But you are still a hero. You are still a good person. Aww. Beautiful. Now where have we heard that before? Right, so I'm Gunbreaker at the moment. I wonder if that text changes. Up to Dark Knight. Oops. I'm not sure which text changes with class. If I find out though, I'll let you know next time. Oh. His friend Howdart went on to fight for the Griffin. The shade born of Galleon's memories tells you of how he always wanted to meet you, a larger-than-life hero, unaware that he eventually did at Little Alamigo. Okay, yeah, it is that guy that we met in the MSQ. Look how he burns with fervour, with desperation, with faith. How he sings of his homeland and wills himself to stand. She is not the first, nor will she be the last to betray you. She will implore you to see reason, to seek solace in the fiction. And when you refuse, she will have no recourse but one, as I did not. Be ready. Be ready, damn you. Be ready. So these are now, yeah, these are written by Frey. At least Sid got to enjoy a spot of revenge by severely beating a few Moogles after death. Hey, Ultra King, welcome. Welcome back, thank you. The abyss is ours once again, but again the boy holds back. Again he apologizes profusely. I think these journal entries have changed. And this is when we killed that proctor, or pastor, proctor. No one can accuse you of not giving the man a chance. Fortunately, he was foolish enough not to take it. Do be sure to wipe the blood from your boots before meeting Sid. And you are still a good person, apparently. That's nice. That's nice. Still a summary of events, but very clearly from Frey's mindset. Yeah, this is interesting. Welcome back, Tag. Yeah, my internet was a bit unstable before, so I'm probably going to end the stream. I'm just looking at these journal entries because they've changed a little bit now. They're written by Frey. We are not yet whole. Again, you consent to the plan for reasons. Because Frey doesn't understand. Oh, that's a cool detail. Wonder if any of these have been changed? Probably not. Just the Stormblood ones. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And if we are to reclaim the remainder of our stolen Aether, we will need to take the initiative. Miss stayed there for a time, asking questions of a conjurer regarding Aether and perhaps being responsible for the mysterious deaths of several chocobos. He's been naughty, to say the least. Sid is unsure what to make of what we learned, though it seems fairly obvious to me what mischief the boy's been about. And you too, I hope. Needless to say, he is far, far more dangerous than he appears. A pity it took you all this long to see it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this line was, a pity it took us this long to see it before. I'm pretty sure that line was similar before, but different. Yeah. Yeah, that's such a cool detail. The she's in the level 68 quest are in fact because of your character's gender. When Frey writes about how she will betray you and stuff. Ah, that's cool. That is cool. Alright, well, I'm going to end the stream there, and hopefully we can do Gunbreaker next time. Gonna send you all somewhere. Maybe we can do Gunbreaker and Bard, since I skipped over Bard for a little bit. I have been wanting to do Bard. Speaking of Bard, I'll send you to Critical Bard, who's playing Dead by Daylight. But thanks for watching. Mr. Still he, him elsewhere, so very gender fluid all over. Ah, that's cool. Okay. I'll send you all... Oh, there's a problem starting the raid. Oh, that's great. Is this window just broken now? Or what? My internet... It's having issues. I'm surprised I'm not... I'm surprised I'm still on FF14. Try that one more time. Okay, now Twitch won't let me raid. Guess I'll end the stream. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.